Hi, my name is Silke. In the past 3 years, I've been one of the researchers on the project Panorama, and I have really had a wonderful time. Panorama for me was very, very special. It came at a time when I was just entering actual research as a full-time researcher, and it gave me a wonderful possibility to talk to many amazing people, interesting people about what's going on in the industry, what is needed from young talents specifically. So having also a background in education, I was very interested in hearing what is it that now is needed, what kind of situations are the current graduates actually facing. And I wanted to also have time to actually talk to graduates and to educators. What are the limitations? What are the possibilities and where they are now? And Panorama gave me this possibility to actually check where is it meeting and critically look at it and actually openly talk to both sides, actually three sides, because we also took the students in and wanted to know their experiences as well. And I really loved the outcome, and I hope that we can keep on continuing this conversation, because obviously the industries, they're moving very, very quickly, and education has to quickly adapt as well. So it's not something like, oh, we've done Panorama now and that's it for always. No, we just have to keep on continuing this conversation between educators, industry and students. If I would have to name the biggest achievement of Panorama, it's for sure very, very difficult. I would say there were many, many, but obviously I have to say that because we spent 3 wonderful years on it and we met so many people, and every conversation was an achievement. And I mean that. So it's not just blah, blah. No, so I actually mean that. But I think what I remember most is the moment that we had the very first presentation of the outcome of the first year of research, when we talked about social skills and what's expected in terms of social skills from the students. And we presented actually a picture that we said, okay, yes, you have to be very good in terms of technical skills, and you have to have the core skills, and you have to have a little bit of experience, and you have to be able to work in a team, but you also have to be that nice person that people want to work with. And at the same time, you have to be an incredibly good self-promoter. And all of that is just layering up and layering up on top of the students' to-do list while they work really hard on their portfolios, on their reels. And I just looked into the faces of the students and also the educators in the audience, and they were like, finally someone says it. It's a lot, and we're willing to do it because we really want to work in the industry, because we love that, we're passionate about it, but we feel incredibly seen for the first time that it is a lot, but we're willing to do it. But just understanding that someone sees it and brings it to the point, and we're talking openly about it with the industry, with education and with students, that felt incredibly good for them, and that made it incredibly worthwhile for me. And I kept on having these conversations also outside of these presentations. I talked to students, I went to universities, I talked to industry experts, and we always kept on talking about this kind of layered expectations that we have from our graduates. And I think it was a really good start of this conversation. Having been in the Netherlands for quite a long time, you start seeing things obviously from one side. You know how it works for you, and you know how it works for your students. And it was incredibly insightful for me to have a look around, to look outside and actually see our students most likely will not stay in the Netherlands. Yeah, it's an international industry. They're looking outside of the boundaries of the Netherlands. And then talking to other companies outside and anywhere in Europe, talking to other educators, to students somewhere else. It was incredibly insightful. And what was actually the most insightful was that we have all the same hopes, all the same challenges, and we actually talk to each other, yes, but on a one-on-one level. So it's hardly that someone says, okay, let's all get back together and let's all talk about the issues that we have, and let's try to find perhaps a solution together. And that's what we try. We try to have these talks in the conferences that we visited in the past 3 years, and we still keep on having them. And I hope that the people that we talk to, that they also keep on having these conversations, that we understand that we are all in the same boat, and that we all have students and we all have new employees that in Europe have similar issues that they're addressing and similar issues that they're facing, and that we together can actually perhaps find solutions. This year for Panorama, we were for sure at FMX again. Very exciting times. I was myself in 2 panels and I had 1 presentation. And if I would have to sum it up, what I took with me during that time here at FMX was that I understood that it is for young talents a lot more than having the perfect portfolio. Unfortunately, yes, it has to be that perfect portfolio as far as I understood from the people that I talked to. But additionally to that, it needs a good portion of flexibility. It needs to be a person that actually shows that they are unique, that they know how to handle the tools, that they have the core competencies, that they're creative with what they have, and that they, yes, let's talk about the elephant in the room, that they embrace AI and say, okay, it's there, it's a new tool, let's do something creative with it, but let's show who I am as the human next to all of that technology. And not only show that when you're already in, but actually show that in the moment that you show the industry, this is who I am, this is how I can add value to your company, to the industry. So when you're out there and you think about applying just what I learned talking to all these experts in all these years, and again this year at FMX to talk to all these visitors here, is like show the human next to the portfolio, in your portfolio, in a very creative way. Show that you're not generic. Show that you're unique. You don't have to be super unique as you think like, oh my God, all these people out there. No, just be you. And I think that's so valuable. And it's not easy, I totally get that. And it sounds like, oh my God, how do I do that? But just talk perhaps to the friends, the people that you've worked with. Ask them, who am I? Who am I in this profession? And what can I give to that profession? And show what they see every day in your portfolio to the people that you apply to, that you want to work with. And it seems to be that that is one of the tiny little secrets that perhaps help you come one step closer to your dream job.